Hello everyone, welcome back to the studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make a picture of blossom trees. So I'll just go to my share screen quickly over here. There we go, and share. So this is now inspired because it's spring here in the UK, and this is using paints. So if you have any paints around, this is what you can make. So this is done on an A4 canvas. You can use card as well or paper, it doesn't matter, but the size of the work that I made was on a piece of A4, which is just your normal size paper that you write on. And what I need to do to start off with is use something round. I just used a lid of one of my jars from the cupboard and a plain pencil. And I placed my lid right in the middle of the canvas and drew around it very neatly, so that I had a starting point there. That's going to become my sun. Right in the middle over here is a circle over here. So then the next thing that you need to do is get some white paint and put it all over your canvas, but not inside the circle. Keep that just blank, because we're going to put something else in there after we finish with the white. And then cover with a nice big brush, cover your whole canvas with white paint. You have to move quite fast with this work because it's all about the colors blending into each other. So once you cover the entire canvas with white, I took this photo when everything was wet, so you can still see. So there's the white canvas with the center that's just left completely blank. It's got the canvas underneath it. And then if you take some little earbuds, just the same earbuds that you use when you clean out your ears, ask your mum if you can use some, or your grown up, and then just put some into some pink paint. There's very few colors that we're going to use in this, and pink is the first one. So I used magenta, that's in this lid that I turned upside down, the one that I drew around. So just get some little earbuds and just put some on the end of your earbuds. And then on the outside of your circle, not on the inside of your circle, on top of the wet white paint, just start putting the earbuds around randomly round. And if you put some paint on, you'll notice that you'll get some areas where the pink is quite dark. And then as you lift them up and keep on putting it down without putting paint back on, you'll see that they go quite pale. And you keep on doing that, put a little bit more paint on. It doesn't matter if the earbuds move around in your hand, because that's how you get the random dots all over your canvas. And then you just keep on going until you cover all the way around your circle. And as you can see, the next step now is using some yellow. I just used some plain yellow paint and created a little sun in the middle of the canvas. That's what we left blank in the beginning. And then I actually added in some yellow ochre paint just to make it a little bit dirty, and just swirled some on. I actually used my finger, you can see there, just to keep it really messy. It's not a tidy painting, this. It's just an impression of blossom trees with the sun in the middle. So you can see how the colors have picked up there. The pink has gone into the yellow and the white, and it's created this really nice swirly effect. So that's a close-up of the sun in the middle of your painting. And then I actually carried on going a little bit round just to make it a little bit more blurry. You can just have fun with this. There's no right or wrong, just create an impression of the trees. Now, the next thing I did was then, when it dried a little bit on the middle bit, I put some more pink on, and then you went over the pink again. You can see that's covered some of the swirls, some more pink paint. And you just play, just layer it. It's all about layering this canvas picture. Now, the next step that I did was I got a little bit of blue. It's actually some turquoise paint and some white. And I just put them in my palettes actually separately, so that when you put your earbuds, get some clean earbuds and use those, you get a bit of a mixture of color. It's not just going to be turquoise. And then start from the outside of your painting now, coming in to the bits of pink that you've put around your painting. So you can see this is supposed to be the sky. So I started on the edges of the canvas and just worked my way in and went over bits of pink and just played around. It's not even. You can see some parts don't even have any blue, and some parts have more blue than others. So it's just an impression of sky that's dappled in the sunshine that's in the middle of our painting. So the next step that we're going to do now is put in some tree trunks. Now this is where your trees become trees. So from the corners, I almost went from all four corners, but the fourth one I decided to make it go a bit offset, so it wasn't exactly the same as the other three corners. And make your lines quite thick at the outside of the canvas or your card or paper, and then make them come towards the sun and make them sort of go thinner. And then you can see it makes the trees. My final step here, which I went on to, is putting some white, just plain white paint. And I went over the center of the trees, of the sun, just to make it more blurry, not blurry, but sort of dappled in the sunshine, your blossom trees. And as you can also tell, I've changed the direction of my canvas because I quite liked it looking like this made the trees look taller somehow, even though the overall picture is you standing amongst a whole circle of trees, looking up into the sun with all the blossom trees everywhere. This is the way I preferred it, but you can play around. You might even want to make your painting upside down. There isn't really a right way for this painting, which is the great thing about art. You can make something and then sometimes it changes as you go along, which is kind of what happened in this painting as well. But the overall effect I was very happy with because to me, it's a pretty picture of spring blossom trees. So I hope that that has made it inspiring for you to go off and create something spring-like and happy. This is the painting. So I'll bring it in closer there. You can see the effect of all the dots going on together, the blurriness, and that's how it looked overall. A pretty spring tree picture. You can see now better on screen here as opposed to my photograph the two tones of yellow which I've used, the bright yellow with the yellow ochre. So that's why I've used the two colors there, just to give that the depth of the sun, not just a flat, if you want to get that look. So that's now blossom trees, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.